We haven't seen much of Battlefield Boots on the Ground gameplay, and today they put out a 1.5-minute trailer with the 4 specialists that they revealed at the original event, and we get to see them actually smacking some enemies with guns, and it looks unreal. So everyone, stop freaking out that this game's going to get delayed, because guess what? EA will put it out whether it's broken or not, guys. Like, that's just the way it's going to go. EA needs this game out this holiday season, but there's really no reason for us to worry though. There's no red flags that are coming up aside from maybe the beta being a little bit delayed. That's kind of normal. And you know what? Let's not rush to judgment and think the worst right away. I know there's a lot of people on the internet saying, trust me, bro, but right now, just relax. Everything looks good, and I'm just staying glass half full because, again, I'm Canadian. That's the way we do things. I do want to just break down this video today because it is only a 1.5 minutes long, but there is a lot of information that you might have missed in it. So let's just get going talking about this video and some of the cool new things that we saw in it. The first specialist that we get to take a look at is Webster Mckay. He is the Canadian assault class. He does have the grappling hook, so he is kind of like the Canadian Batman. I'm really excited to play this guy. And we get to see this grappling hook here, and it's a little different from the last time we saw it. The first time we saw it is in this gameplay trailer, and we don't really have a HUD with it, but thankfully with this one, we do. And if you slow it down and you look on the right side, you're actually able to see that it says grapple. You can steer with A or D, and you actually have a cancel function by just pressing spacebar. Once he gets up on the sledge, we get to see our first look at the third-person melee takedown. Also, you might not notice, but he doesn't take a dog tag from the character he kills, and this is an earlier version of the build, but maybe they're adding it later on. You have to hear this gun effect right here. I'm sorry, I just loved it so much, the sound. And he also does have a skill called Nimble, so increases agility when aiming down sights and ziplining. We next have Maria, the German support character with the Surette pistol, which heals other teammates from afar. And actually, they just recently nerfed this. It used to actually revive down teammates from afar, but apparently in the alpha it was too OP, so they stopped that. And something I want to take a look at here is the pistol itself. So on the right hand side here, you can see that we have 3 out of 6 of these healing darts left, but if you look at the back of the gun, it's also there in big bold numbers and even like little revolver looking kind of bullets on the back. So it's just right in your face, so you never really have to take your eye off that gun. The one thing I do want to know is how much it does heal for. So when she shoots this person here in front of us, he heals for like a good chunk, and then the second dart heals him full. And then she applies it to herself and she's just over 50% health, and when she does it to herself, she goes up to 100. So who knows how much it'll actually do, but we're gonna have to see if it's over time or if it's like if you hit them, it's like here's 20 health, or if it's like a gradual thing. Next up, we got the Russian Boris. He's an engineer with the turret. And this was something I was really curious about, is how OP or how good is this turret going to be? First and foremost, we have to know is that the turret highlights enemies for us, which I think is something that might be more useful than the gun itself hitting these people, because the gun doesn't do a crap ton of damage, and that's super reasonable because turrets can get out of hand really fast in a multiplayer game. But it looks like it shoots the enemy once here and it does 50%, but it does take some time to lock onto that enemy. And it's, the closer Boris is to the turret, the better it is, but it doesn't look like it's going to be this super OP thing in multiplayer. So I'm happy about that. The last person we get to see here is Casper. He's the South African recon, and he's got that OVP recon drone that we've heard about before, and we get to see it in action here. So it says reveal enemy positions and disrupt their electronics. And we can see in the right side that it says EMP locking, fire, exit, ascend, descend. So pretty normal controls for a drone in this type of game. But what it doesn't say is mark enemies. So I'm guessing you won't be able to mark them, but you will be able to see where they are. But who knows, maybe if you put the middle of the screen on a character for long enough, it will mark an enemy for your other teammates, but we're not too sure yet. His trait is movement sensor, so it detects incoming threats with your sensor equipment. And if you blink, you'll miss it. I was looking to see if it's like, is it in the bottom left on the map? Does it show you on the map? No, it doesn't show you there. It's actually at the bottom near your compass. It's a half red circle, and that's what you have to find. is that half red circle. Whenever that hits, there's an enemy near you. That is so subtle, they are going to have to change it before release. I think that's way too subtle, but that's just me. Thank you again so much for just watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Think about subscribing to the channel. It's free for you guys, but it does mean the world to me. And remember, I'm going to be doing a bunch of Battlefield content on this channel also, alongside of my usual content. So thank you so much, and until next time, I'll talk to everyone later.